So welcome to the podcast, Mohamed, chairman for ALH Holding from Morocco. Walk us through what is the story.
We started building affordable housing. That's where we all started. And until today, we've actually delivered almost 30,000 units. However, and then at the end of the lunch, he told me, "Hey, Mohamed, you can still work in that bank for 1 year or two, but then you have to come back home." I said, "Dad, look, it's either I come back now or I will never come back." A lot of people go to Africa, they see it as an opportunity, but a short-term opportunity. This is not good. In ALH Group, impact, as I was saying before, is really important for us. Be sustainable. To be about what we can do for people. It's always something that we look into. It's not a constraint.
So welcome to the podcast, Mohamed, chairman for ALH Holding from Morocco. Thank you very much for being with us in Dubai at the 18th edition of the Real Estate Development Summit. So I understand that you guys come from a very strong textile business background. So walk us through what is the story, when did the textile thing happen, and how did you happen to pivot into also real estate and then hospitality as well?
Great. Thank you for inviting me and for having me here. So, yes, our group was founded about almost 7 decades ago by my father. And when he started the business at the age of 15, so he started first with importing textile, and then very quickly he became one of the largest textile distributor in Morocco. And as he was doing great and as he had this entrepreneurial spirit, he decided to diversify. So he started investing in real estate. First, it was more plots developments, because back in that days, that's how real estate was running in our country. And then the second generation came. So myself and my 2 other brothers in the mid 2006 to be more specific. And then when we came, we accelerated the business. So we accelerated our real estate business and division. And we started building affordable housing, mid-range housing, high-end housing. And we diversified as well into hospitality, education, and agriculture as well. We can maybe talk a little bit more about it later on.
Help me understand more on your education as well as the agriculture investments. And which year did you guys officially venture into the real estate investments?
Okay, so as I was saying, my father started real estate, but more as a plot developer.
Yeah.
And the proper real estate development we started in 2000, between 2000 and 2006. That's when we started. So we started building affordable housing. That's where we all started. And until today, we've actually delivered almost 30,000 units.
Nice.
Yeah. And we have 8,000 units going on in West Africa and Morocco. And the hospitality division and the education division that we have, we've started that business in 2021. When COVID was there, a lot of thinking and strategic thinking where we wanted to bring our group, and that's where we decided to invest. So hospitality made a lot of sense because there's a lot of synergies with real estate. So we started doing mixed-use projects, branded apartments, and it gives a lot of value for both activities. So it was something a little bit natural.
Yeah.
And education, because we wanted to have impact first in our country.
And if even affordable housing, in that sense, if you see, is about impact.
It's about impact as well. Yeah. Exactly. We usually, when we do business, we want it to be impactful, and of course, at the same time, it has to be profitable as well.
Yeah.
So we try to find the right business and the right balance. And education, same thing. So I was saying, we started in 2021. We bought school near Casablanca, 1,500 students. When we bought it 3 years ago, it was, I think, 700 students. Now we are full, 1,500 students. And we built another school in the region of Bershid. It's 30 kilometers away from Casablanca. And it's 2,100 students.
Nice.
And it's a Q12, so from nursery to high school. And it's budget schools, so really affordable education. Yeah.
Very nice. No, in affordable housing, it's such an interesting topic even for us. In 2018 and 19, we hosted an event called Affordable Housing Investment Summit. Because like you, and I see a lot of synergy. Even before we started recording this, we were talking, and it was interesting to find that you have interest in education and affordable housing as well as agriculture. We sort of have very similar lines of thought process there. So we hosted Affordable Housing Investment Summit. This was in 2018. And we are doing this for Africa. So we bring the policy makers, developers, financial institutions together and brainstorm on how we can make homes available for the masses. So it's very interesting to know that you have, you started off with affordable housing and you continue to drive that in the west part of Africa. Very interesting. And in your hospitality investments, besides Radisson Blu, are there any assets that you currently are working on?
Yeah, we have. We just bought a couple of months ago a hotel in Marrakesh. You know, it's a touristic city of Morocco. It's a Believe hotel. It's a Spanish brand name, and it's hotels. It's for adults only.
Okay.
Adults only hotel.
Ah,
yeah.
interesting.
And all inclusive, adults only. So it's all inclusive, adults only. So we have a lot of clients from the UK, originally from India, from Pakistan also.
Oh, okay.
We have French also, but French clients as well. But most of them are from the UK. So yeah, it's a 1,212 rooms, pretty big hotel.
Oh,
And we
it's a 1,200.
no
200.
sorry 212 keys rooms. And we are building 2 other hotels. One in Casablanca. It's going to be a 5-star business hotel. It's going to be a mixed-use project. We have offices and hotel. It's going to be an international brand. And we are building another one in Marrakesh in a mixed-use project, villas and the hotel. And the originality about the way we operate our hotels is that we are third-party operators. Okay. So we take the franchise from top brands, worldwide brands like Radisson, like IHG. We are talking with them also. So we take the franchise for our own hotels, and we operate them by ourselves. Okay. Yeah. So it's I think in Africa we are the first to operate that way.
And Mohamed, how has your journey been? Like, it's family, business and things like that, but have you always also aligned yourselves since the beginning that you will continue to drive what family had already set the legacy with? Is it out of interest, or is it like, you had pre-decided that you have to do this?
Yeah, it's a good question. So me, I first left Morocco at 14. Okay. Where I went to boarding school in Switzerland. So I did all my studies there. Then I went to university in Switzerland as well. Then I worked in a bank in the hedge funds department.
From the Swiss banking background as well.
Very corporate environment, and since I was very young, my father was taking my hand and bringing me to his office, bringing me to the farm, bringing me to real estate developments. And he was always telling me, I want you to follow my path. I want you to come to the family business and make it bigger and bigger and all that. So it was, of course, always here in my head. But when I started my journey in Switzerland, I started a little bit of, I hesitated a little bit. And then one day, after working 3 years in
the banking
Swiss bank in Geneva, my father came to visit, and we were having lunch, I remember. And then at the end of the lunch, he told me, Mohamed, when are you going to come back home? So I'm like, no, sorry. He told me, Mohamed, you can still work in that bank for 1 year or two, but then you have to come back home. I said, Dad, look, it's either I come back now or I will never come back. Because, you know, when you work in banks, the first years are put so much energy, you work so much, and the salary, the get back of the salary is not that high. But when you're there for 4 or 5 years, that's when you become making money. So I'm like, if I start making money here, forget it. I'm never gonna go back. So he told me, you have to come back now. So that's what I did. It was challenging at the beginning because you know, I went at the age of 14. You know, Switzerland, like very corporate, very straightforward, and I went to an environment where, you know, we are in Africa, of course, Middle East, but it's Africa, and family business as well. So completely different, but very challenging so far. I love the journey, and I would do it again if I...
Look, textile to real estate and hospitality, the pivot, even though I know you told your father was doing the plotting side of it, but essentially you and your brothers are the one who pivoted it to real estate and hospitality, right? So were there any short-term pressures that you had to deflect for long-term, you know, gain in this whole, you know, extension part from textile to plot to real estate and then to hospitality?
We've always invested in long term. That was always the idea. And the idea was to never have money in the bank sleeping. The idea was to invest and keep on doing it all the time. So we had that entrepreneurial DNA, mindset, you know, from the beginning. So we are always on a project mode. You see what I mean? So me and my brothers and the independent directors that we have on the board are also managing our all the subsidiaries that we have. So and we look at the long term all the time. So we ventured into West Africa for our real estate division because there's a strong need and we can work there for decades. So that's our mindset.
Which regions in West Africa?
So we are in Senegal. We have 2 projects in Dakar. And we have 2 projects now in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire. And we are looking to scale up very rapidly in Côte d'Ivoire because there's a strong need and the environment is really good. Côte d'Ivoire is the largest country in terms of GDP in the West African region, excluding Nigeria, of course. And the regulations, we are quite incentives. So we're looking to scale up there. And we are, in 2026, we're opening our real estate division in Ghana as well. And maybe in Benin. We are looking at Benin as well. Ghana for us is important as well because it's our first step into Anglophone, English-speaking countries. So after we can have Nigeria. So always long-term. Always when we step into a business, we have to see it really on the long run. Where we are now, where we can take it in the next decade. So that's the mentality.
Right. And I also notice one thing. ALH emphasizes on sustainability, performance in projects across, you know, Casablanca, Rabat, and beyond. Do you see any challenges in integrating the ESG principles into the African real estate? Now, how has it influenced your approach in the urban transformation process?
In ALH Group, impact, as I was saying before, is really important for us. Be sustainable, could be about what we can do for people. It's always something that we look into. It's not a constraint. For example, since a year now, most of the projects that we launch are certified, either HQE, HQE, or EDGE. These are the best certifications for real estate. And to be honest, when you realize, or when you do your project, and you have always this sustainable mindset, it doesn't cost you more than traditional building. A little bit more, but the impact on it, and even on the sales, you can see it as well. Now you brand better your products, you sell them better when you say they are certified. So people are very how can I say, they look into these type of projects. So it's always very important for us. Also in our agricultural division, all our farms are certified. We're looking to optimize the water. So it's really a mindset, and it's something that.
And the impact things, like the impact sort of a mindset, does it run in the family, or is it something you evolved? Is there a point where, when did this happen, the whole thought process?
So my father was always, I don't know if you can say it in English, philanthrope.
Okay.
He was always doing philanthropic actions. So he built a lot of scholarship to people from the family, people that were close to us. He built a lot of mosques also in the country. So we had that in the family. But us, when we came, we structured it into a foundation and with clear goals, and we raised it a little bit more. So in all our division, all the business, we'll have, the environmental, the ESG aspects in our business.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what is the vision from now on with everything that, look, for me, it sounds very exciting, the path that you guys have taken from textile to real estate and hospitality, agriculture, education. And there's a lot of, in this whole process, there is a lot of impact work that you guys do. So what is the vision from here on for ALH?
So ALH, we, as I was saying, we are long-term investors. We have a plan for the 10 upcoming years. And the idea is to double our activity in the real estate with a balanced portfolio between Morocco and West Africa. 50%, 50%. We looking also to scale up in our hospitality division. The idea is to reach 1,500 keys by the 5 coming years earlier.
Right now, you're about 400.
About 400. And Morocco is hosting the World Cup in 2030.
Yes.
So there's many things going on in the hospitality world, and we are I think number 1 in terms of number of tourists in Africa.
Yes.
Maybe after South Africa, but
you are clearly number 1.
Yeah,
South Africa second.
So, and we've been, the numbers have been growing 2 digits every year. So there's a strong momentum for hospitality as well. And for our education division, we're looking to open 1 school every year, either by M&A or greenfield. So that's a little bit of the idea. And of course, always try to take our business or our activities into West Africa. So tomorrow, hospitality is going to come. Agriculture, we're already discussing with some of the countries that we are in to venture into it and to start this business. So this is the idea all the time.
And any other new sectors that you come across? I'm sure the ideas keep coming all the time.
At ALH Holding, we have an M&A team that look, of course, but they're here to help us get into the 10-year plan that I was talking about. But at the same time, they're looking into other sectors. But we want to focus. We have 4 activities there. But of course, if something comes, I would never say no. I would never say no if it's something that makes sense with our vision.
And I can imagine your Swiss banking experience, even though relatively it was a minimal experience, has sort of relatively helped you with a broader understanding of the activities with what you guys do. You think it's sort of been a support along the way? Has it made any impact at all?
It definitely made an impact in terms of mentality, resilience, in terms of governance as well. So it gave me that Swiss mentality, very structured, very sharp, and at the same time, my Moroccan roots and the entrepreneurial spirit that we have in the family business. So it makes it a very nice mix to navigate in how can I say, in a region like Morocco or Africa, because you need that both. When you speak to a banker, you need to speak, you need to have the right tone with them. And then when you speak to a worker, so you need to be smart, book smart, and at the same time street smart. So you need to have these both characteristics if you want to evolve.
Is there any characteristic or an ingredient you're very proud of which runs in the family, which makes a difference from the regular set to your way of leading life?
We are very known back home
amongst the
like
community.
people, trustful people.
Okay.
So all the stakeholders that we work with, when they know that we are there, they follow us. It could be contractors, it could be financial institutions, it could be government, it could be clients. When they know our name is there, they go because they know the trust. So it's really, really maybe one of our main characteristics.
Okay. What are your hobbies like besides, of course, running the business?
My hobby is I love sports. I did boxing for 12 years. So I'm a huge fan of boxing and I love it. I run also once or two times a week. And I do a lot of also cardio, heat cardio type of sports. And I love taking care of my kids also and my wife. They're still small, so it's a nice hobby. And taking him to sports, to school every day, and for me it's a routine that that is very important for me. It makes a good balance and makes a lot of sense on everything that I do.
Right. And so your panelist role at the Real Estate Development Summit, one of the discussions were what overlook opportunity in identifying transforming African real estate do you advocate for, especially amid global economic shifts? So in African real estate, amongst the global economic shift, obviously what happens in the US impacts the currency and this and that and all of it. Is there anything you specifically advocate that, these are some of the things that African real estate in general should adapt to be resilient to any of these shifts?
Yes,
I mean, especially with a banking background, I'm sure you're constantly thinking of such things.
Yeah. The thanks to you first for putting in place such an event, because we talk about real estate and we don't talk a lot about real estate in Africa. So this is great because we brainstorm and we have a lot of ideas. But for me to be able to do real estate in our continent and North Africa, it's a little bit more mature. So
for sure.
It's less challenging, I would say. No, the challenges are different, yes. I would say.
Yeah.
But in West Africa, the execution part is really hard. It's really challenging, I would say. Hard, I don't like that word, but really challenging. And to be able to navigate well, you need to have the right partners. Right partners doesn't mean shareholders. I mean, right stakeholders. You need to have the financial institutions that follow you. You need to have the right consultant, the right contractor, and you need to have the lobbying in that countries as well. And you have to be a long-term investor. A lot of people go to Africa, they see it as an opportunity, but a short-term opportunity. This is not good. I mean, if you go in there to make a lot of money in one project and go back, trust me, you will fail. You really have to be to have a long-term vision. So if you have, again, the right stakeholders, it's an amazing opportunity. We ventured into West Africa in 2021 with one project. Today we have 6 projects and a lot coming in.
Multiple countries also.
Multiple countries as well.
Moved pretty faster.
So you can scale. If we did it, so I'm sure many other groups can do it as well. And the opportunity is there. If you look at the figures, if you look at the numbers, when you see the housing deficits, Africa has 60 million housing deficits. Okay, and some figures and some numbers say by 2030 we'll have 130 million unit deficit. 40,000 people from rural go to urban cities every day.
Every day. Staggering numbers.
So this is, of course, challenging for governments, but it's a great opportunity for us as developers. But the thing is that you have to unlock it, find the right thing to do, and there is plenty of things.
See, should I say, if somebody like you who comes from a legacy of business, you somehow tend to pay attention on the execution part of it. Ideas are there many, but I think from how you narrate it, I think your execution strategies and thinking around it is relatively stronger. Is what I sense.
No, definitely. I mean, doing business in Africa, the execution part is very challenging, but the opportunity is there. And of course, the execution when you're in Europe or in the GCC or in the US, the data is you can find it easily. The right HR, you find it easily. The financing, you find it easily. But in Western countries, the challenge is more sales, is more branding. In Africa, it's really the execution. The selling part is the easy part because the market is there.
Yeah. No, also the youth. 70% of them are below 25. 70%. And a billion population.
Yeah. So it's that's where the challenge is, execution.
Right.
And that's the challenging part, but there's plenty of opportunities, really. So it's great.
Well, Mohamed, that was very nice to know the story from textile to hospitality and agriculture and education. We will have a follow-up chat on this when you reach the 1,500 keys in Morocco in one of your hotels. That's what we will aim for. But thank you very much. It's a pleasure having you here. It's a pleasure having you on this discussion. And I wish you guys the very best for ALH and the subsidiaries as well for everything that you guys are doing.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. It was a very nice chat.
And we are looking forward to the 2030 FIFA execution as well.
You're most welcome to Morocco. We can host you in our hotels or any hotels you want.
Certainly. Thank you very much.
Thank you.